What up guys, always here, as promised, another video while we in quarantine. I have a fabulous product to showcase. It's the new iPad Pro. The one I have here is the bigger iPad Pro. It's a 12.9 inch in space gray. I think a lot of you out there were excited about this iPad when it first got showcased on stage. I was super excited actually. As always, a seamless setup process. The screen is just amazing. Dimension and the form factor hasn't changed from the last iPad Pro. I've been using the 11-inch iPad Pro for the past year. I've grown to love it so much. Apple has definitely pushed it farther this time around with their competition. I'm excited to use this as a daily driver for note-taking, gaming, and all sort of other entertainment. There's a couple of big improvements to this iPad. The one you should definitely know about before buying is the A12Z Bionic chip and a new camera system. I'll get to these in a moment. The front camera is the same as the previous gen. A 7 megapixel with f2.2 aperture, shoots 1080p HD video at 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second. These stereo speakers, again, these have improved significantly from the previous generation. The clarity is just unbelievable. You're still able to connect the Apple Pencil 2 and charge on the go. It's so underrated. This camera system, even though it's better than most tablets cameras out there, I'm not sure if y'all use your iPad for video recording or taking photos. I don't know. Do you guys? So you have a wide megapixel f1.8 aperture as your primary camera, and an ultra wide 10 megapixel f2.4 aperture with 125 degrees field of view. It's not as good as the new iPhone 11 camera, but it's pretty good for a tablet. Okay, here's the new bit. This black tinted spot is a LiDAR scanner. Yep, the one NASA uses and a bunch of Google and Apple Car use for street mapping. Light detection and ranging scanner, just in case if you're wondering. So why has the iPad got one? Basically, in short, it's a very powerful depth camera. Yep, like the camera used for the portrait mode in iPhone. Instead of moving your device around to map the room, the LiDAR scanner immediately knows what's up. It's more precise. I wouldn't use it for everything and anything, but it has its uses. And one of my favorite is for checking out some neat furniture to put around your house. Like this chair is sweet. Is it useful? Yes, but is it necessary to have this on an iPad? Probably not. I mean, for what most people use their iPad for, ask yourself, what would you use this LiDAR scanner for? But hear this out anyway. So even though we have a LiDAR scanner, we're still unable to take portrait pictures from the rear camera. Does this mean the next flagship iPhone will get one? I mean, who knows? I mean, a camera system made for that can't produce portrait pictures. The A12Z Bionic chip is so powerful, editing photos is so fluid, and it's actually enjoyable. This is a beast and more powerful than most laptops out there. Multitasking is a breeze regardless of how many apps you have open, and to have them running simultaneously is not an issue at all. You're not going to struggle to play any games downloaded from the App Store. It's about time Apple Store had some high-end games to make good use of the A12Z Bionic chip. There's Wi-Fi 6 built in, and everything else I already love about the previous generation iPad Pro is here. The battery life is excellent, especially on the 12.9 inch model. USB Type-C is still here. I don't enjoy typing using the keyboard on screen unless it's messaging or replying to an email quick. So recently I bought the new smart keyboard for my 11-inch iPad Pro, and this is good. I won't talk about it much, but go check out the video. I'll put the link down below. To replace any laptop with an iPad Pro, you need a keyboard and a mouse. You must have heard and seen the new Magic Keyboard. That is something coming out later this year. That's something I got to try and see how that will change how we use the iPad. I have to say, it's pretty neat seeing the cursor on an iPad screen appear automatically when pairing to a Bluetooth mouse. It's not a normal arrow cursor, it's a translucent circuit and it moves around the screen as you would expect. The cool thing is as you move around and you go over a menu or a button, the cursor changes to a box shape. It makes a lot of sense as to why Apple would do that. You know, you lose the cursor and you shake it and it enlarges on the desktop? Yeah, that doesn't happen here. However, if you look carefully, it changes color depending on the background color. How cool is that? However, it doesn't work all the time. It works in some places and mainly in Apple apps and not any third-party apps. Currently anyway. This will change going forward. In website, it just works like any other mouse. The cursor changes to a pipe when going over text, so you can easily select and copy. And if you use a mouse like the one I'm using, then just move the mouse down and the dock appears. While the new camera system and the new chip aren't a huge reason to upgrade your iPad Pro from previous gen, they are still pretty good things. However, the new iOS 13.4 and the mouse cursor support is pretty amazing. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay home, stay safe, and peace.